is Up for Grabs, a podcast where three unfiltered friends talk about anything and everything. And now, here are your hosts, Tracy, Kim, and Rachel.
Welcome to Up for Grabs. I'm Rachel. I'm here with my good friends Tracy.
Hello.
And Kim.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you, too, for coming back to the recording studio. I was going to say the attic, but I wanted to make it sound more professional.
It is very professional.
It's an attic full of junk and like Christmas decorations.
It has sound cushions and a big sign and microphones.
We have fancy microphones, too. I mean, come on.
Yeah, if people only knew how really professional this was, they'd be jealous.
They would be.
Today on Up for Grabs, we're going to talk about, I recently was discussing really with myself because I was writing about it, all the different ways that I waste time on the internet or my iPad or whatever.
I feel like you're saying that with some judgment, like it's a bad thing.
It is when it is the only thing you do.
All right.
Because I kind of get to the point that if you took that away from me, I think I'd get a little nervous. Like I'd be a little jumpy. I'd be mean.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not mad at that. I would be the
Would
same
you?
way.
I mean, like if they said, okay, we're taking your iPad away from you and for next week you can't look at it.
Mad. I'd be
get
mad.
jittery.
And I just saw a quote the other day. I think it was when the new iPhone came out or whatever, but it's an older quote, but that the creator of it, and was it Tim Cook or whatever, but said the intent was you would look into someone's eyes, spend more time doing that than you do at your phone.
Yeah.
It was meant to be a tool to have with you and look at, but not to monopolize all of your time.
Whoa.
Who said that?
How wrong
I
they
know
were.
somebody who made $1 gazillion selling my
they were.
What a freaking liar.
I know.
He knew that wasn't true.
I know it. That's some deniability.
Well, I don't look deeply into anyone's eyes because I'm usually just my neck hurts. I think I'm getting like some sort of neck problem from always looking
Do you know
down.
it's called tech neck? It's a real thing. There are.
Do tell.
If you Google it,
I have to Google it.
it is called tech neck, and a lot of kids have it.
My daughter had it.
Yeah.
She was having a lot of pain in her neck, but her biggest symptom was she was having numbness all on the top of her head.
That's correct.
And yes.
From
And
looking down?
Yes. And basically there were, there's, when we took her to the doctor, because I was like, God, I don't know. Like, is she having stroke symptoms? Is she having something going on? And they were like, oh,
She needs to put down her iPad.
no, she needs to sit up straight or, at least like, decrease the amount of time.
I didn't know because I
Haven't you seen the graphic of a shrimp on a phone? Because we're all starting to look like a letter C.
No.
Yes.
No, it's a real
Maybe
thing.
what we should do is develop a product. Maybe this could be like our Shark Tank thing.
Okay.
Develop a product that you wear that you have to be sitting at a healthy posture, but you can also have your device in front of you. Is that something where like it would be like in the hood? If you had your sweatshirt on backwards in your hood, you could put like it in your hood so you could look at it sitting up straight?
Yeah, maybe.
Could we make $1 million off of it?
Probably not. They probably exist. Any good idea I've ever had already exists.
I'm sure there's something that exists to help keep your posture.
Oh, there is. I mean,
there obviously there is, but I'm saying like,
there's a yoga strap that you can do that
Yeah.
you harness it around your waist and your shoulders, and it's called a yoga strap, and it does help your posture. But I don't know how I'm supposed to look at my phone with that on.
Maybe that's an add-on to that. Like we have little
Yes.
hook things that can set up a ledge for your iPad in your eye vision.
I'm not mad at it.
Okay, well, we'll workshop that later.
Okay.
That'll be something we do together offline. So I was thinking about all the different ways that I waste time, and our podcast. I mean, we can get into it if you want, but I really don't want to get into what I should be doing. Like what's possible in the world. I just want to talk about
everything but that.
I just want to get new ideas of what you guys are doing online.
Okay.
Yeah.
To see if I'm missing out on anything fun.
Just
so
kinda
I can
share
waste more time.
yeah, how we waste our time.
Okay. Yeah. Well, one of the ways I waste my time, and this isn't a big one, so we're going to start we're going to start small, is games on my iPad. So I have one game. I do have Solitaire, Klondike, by the way. It's definitely going to be Klondike Solitaire that I have, but I haven't played very often. But I do, on a regular basis, have several games of Words with Friends going on.
Okay.
And fun fact, I play with strangers. I don't have any friends on Words with Friends.
Words with
Strangers.
Words with strangers. Yeah.
Well, it's like the thing, like if you can't find anybody, they're like, oh, well, we can find somebody that's looking for. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm playing Words with acquaintance. They're not even acquaintances. They're strangers.
I used to play that. We weren't friends.
And
but
I get too much satisfaction when I win. And when I lose, I'm convinced that Carrie M is definitely cheating some way because she'll use a word that I'm like, okay.
You can cheat with Words with Friends.
Wait a minute, you can?
Yes, you can.
Oh, shoot. How?
Because I used to play way back in the day.
Can you tell me?
Yeah.
And I don't know exactly what it is, but you can look it up, like Google it, like
Wait a minute,
prompt.
like put it in, I have these letters, what word can I make?
And it will do
Are
it.
you kidding?
Not kidding. You can.
She totally was cheating because I happened to field a phone call from my son while I was contemplating how this Carrie M was totally
Kicking your butt. Yeah.
because she was using like super simple words like words I knew up until that point, and then all of a sudden she comes in strong with like a Q word that didn't even have a U in it, and I had to punch on it to see what it was, and I'm like, okay,
bless your heart.
you don't know that, Carrie.
That's highly likely she probably
And I
looked
told-
it up.
I
Just
told
like
Sam.
a crossword puzzle. I mean, you can find an answer on any prompt
You
of a
just put in
crossword
the
puzzle,
prompt.
but you can do it with Words
I
with
told
Friends.
Sam, I was just disappointed in her. I thought she was my friend, and then she's cheating.
Well, at least you're doing it the right way.
Well, I kicked her ass. So
Good job.
Yeah.
You're using your brain power.
You know how I sometimes say I'm psychic. My kids and I, we do Wordle pretty much every day, and a lot of people have the same starter word.
Yeah,
Always.
my husband does.
And I know that Zach does. I don't know that the girls, I think they vary a little bit, but I choose one in something that I'm looking at when I'm getting ready to play. So whatever text is in front of me, I try to search out like those word search that we used to do. And I try to see a word that's the 5 letters and have that be my starter word.
What?
And sometimes I get it like in 2, like kind of regularly, where I do it and all of a sudden I got 4 of the letters. They're just not in the right order. I'm like, oh my gosh, my mind just picked that up off of that paper. So I've started where I will take a picture of what I saw and send it to them before I get started because I'm like, here's my starter word, and then when I do something magnificent, I have proof of my
That
abilities.
is funny.
I always go with the same word. I think that's
And I think you
bold.
and Joe share the same word.
Ado.
Ado. Yeah.
I'm trying to get the vowels out of the way.
Yep.
I know. I nope,
But you
I
don't
do
care
that.
about the vowels.
Nope.
I find those to be the most important.
Well, some do, but I
You're an unconventional player.
am an unconventional player. I also play fake slots on my phone. I think I currently have 3 million fake dollars. So that is a humble brag.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I can lose it in no time. Lose it as quickly as I got it. And then I also am a high level Candy Crush player.
Oh, God, Joe
I was
is too.
actually in the Tournament of Champions last year.
Wait, are you being serious?
Yeah.
There's
It was online, and you got asked to play, and
Oh, wow.
I was in like the top 50 players.
How'd you do?
Did good, but I didn't win. But
Was there a monetary like reward?
I think you had to be like in the top 3, and I didn't get there.
Wow.
I just thought maybe they paid you in candy, but like it was really money.
Yeah, and I think last year or the year before, Khloe Kardashian was like the host.
Oh, I think I remember seeing
and
ads
then
for
another
that.
year it was maybe Cardi B. I don't remember, somebody else. Yeah.
Are you in the running this year?
No, I'm not doing so good this year, but I don't play like I did before.
Is that when like you're trying to get 3 things that look alike,
It's like,
kind of?
Yeah.
kind of. I mean, yeah.
and then things explode? And
Much
then
more sophisticated than that. You're
there was
really
another game that I used to
simplifying
play like that. What was it?
it. Tic-tac-toe.
There's Bubble Pop.
What?
That was a really popular one. That
Yeah,
was,
I
I
liked
liked Bubble
Bubble
Pop.
I didn't play that.
Worry about yourself.
I don't even know.
All right, do you play games, Kim?
I have one game. It is a middle-aged It's ridiculous. It's called June's Journey.
Oh, holy shit! Is that the hidden pictures? My mom plays that.
And sadly, I've been playing it for a really long time, and I belong to a group. I don't know any of them.
You are
But we're a team.
But like, if you can't find the horseshoe, like
you
they
do competitions together, and you can like, it's ridiculous.
Can you name one of your friends?
Well, they all have like made up names. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like there's like, mine's like, I'm not even going to say it. But anyways, like I love to win. You know, like,
Wait a
like
minute.
I know
wait.
it's bad. It's
I
embarrassing.
didn't understand. I gotta tell my mom. So there's a way you can join like a group.
Yes.
Can you help each other find stuff?
You can't help each other find stuff, but they have team competitions that, you know, I've got to do really well and
Right.
get my ribbons and get my points. And then the team, it all builds up and then you can win prizes together. The funny thing is there's like a chat. And a lot of these people chat with each other. I'm usually very quiet.
Is this an AOL game? What are you?
No, it's but you can like, you know, hey, glad, you know, you did great on that game or whatever. So every night, I'm not going to go into details, but every night you serve drinks. They're virtual drinks and you get coins and you get rewards. Well, Maddie knows that at 9:00 every night I have to serve drinks, okay? Because that's the time that our team does drinks. So Maddie had my phone the other night, and I was like, "Oh, Maddie, give me my phone. It's 9:00." She goes, "Oh, I'll serve them. No big deal. No big deal." And so she goes ahead and she knows exactly what to do. So I get my phone back, and Maddie decides to chat the group in my name. And she put on there, "Slurp up, gang."
What did she serve?
I don't know, just virtual drinks. But I've never commented on the group chat before.
And now the word
and
slurp?
now my slurp up gang with a bunch of like middle-aged women.
Kim,
Nobody
I am
responded back.
so glad. I am so glad to know this little hidden thing
Hold
about
on.
you that I've
Do you think
never
you're going
heard
to
you
get kicked
mention.
out of the group?
I hope I don't. That's what I was like, Maddie, they're going to think I'm a weirdo. They talk about like game stuff.
Can I please ask what your username is?
No.
I'll look real quick. It's nothing big.
Okay. Well, I just thought maybe if you knew it off the top of
Oh,
your head.
mine is playing to win.
Oh.
Playing to win. It's nothing crazy.
Okay.
But they're it's like June is like in the 1930s.
Is she like
and
an old
40s.
lady that looks like a...
No, she's real cute, but it's like her sister was murdered. So it's like this whole thing. And you have to find all these clues and you go through different eras and you go through different... I'm telling you,
Okay.
I only believe that middle-aged women play this game and
Well,
older.
here's-
I can't believe your mom plays
Here's
it.
what's going to happen. My mom needs to join your group.
Yes,
Are you
she
accepting
does.
new members?
Yes.
Because, well, she was like, well, shoot. And I'm like, what's the matter? Like, she was like, really looked like, I thought she had like her identity stolen or
I've
something
never heard of
online.
this.
And she's like, well, I can't find it. I'm like, Mom, find what? What did you lose? She's like, no, this picture game thing where you're supposed to be able to find hidden objects. She's like, I've been on the same screen for days. I can't find the last one. And I was like, oh, so I think that's the
Hey,
game.
it keeps my mind sharp, always searching for hidden
And then at the end, do you find out who murdered June's sister?
I don't know. It's just a continual thing. I just keep going on and on and on.
Wouldn't it be fun if they hosted some sort of live event where you all got to go meet each other in person and then like solve like a dinner murder?
Well, there's
Yes.
people that play from all these teams are like they're based like we are in the United States. There are Russian teams, there are Canadian teams. It's crazy.
And where'd you find it? Where'd you find the teams?
It's just an it's within the game. I can show you. I mean,
Okay.
how you
Well, I'm
find
not
the
gonna
teams.
download it.
I know, but so I've got a lot of like people from all over the United States. It's funny
You're
because
making
when you join
international-
the group, they'll say, "Where are you from?" You know, that kind of thing.
Kim, have you had this huge opportunity to market Up for Grabs internationally on your game
know, I
chat and you haven't done it?
Hey, gang.
Slurp up
You're
and
done
listen to Up for Grabs and slurp
Oh,
up.
I get Joe's like plays Candy Crush, like he never stops playing Candy Crush,
Yeah.
but the girls never say a word about it. But they get the biggest kick out of the fact that I am on a team with a June's Journey.
I kind of get that though. I'm
And I know people that are listening. I know
I'm
what our
intrigued.
audience is. They're listening too. They play this game too.
okay.
I know they do.
Well, please throw out.
Hit me up.
No, I want you
Playing to win.
I need for you to do just a little cross promotion.
Okay.
Through
I
that
will.
group,
I
because
will.
it sounds like that group might be our target
No,
audience
they
anyway.
definitely would be.
Tell them it's some sort of mystery that they have to listen for, and
Go find
they'll do
this
it,
podcast on Apple or Spotify.
or wherever
Yes.
you listen. Okay, well, let's move on from games.
Yep,
Yes.
let's go.
Do you have any must super entertaining Twitter follows?
No, I don't go on the X anymore.
Okay, well, we don't like, yeah. Here's the thing. I haven't joined Threads yet, but I'm getting close.
Okay.
Are you on Threads?
Of course I am.
So we could be friends on Threads that way.
Yes.
And do you do?
I have never done Twitter, and I'm not on Threads.
Okay.
I'm exclusively Instagram and Facebook.
Okay, well, good. Well, we're going to get there.
Okay.
I just want to share with you two of my favorite Twitter follows. And I'm not huge. I don't love... Rob is...
Oh,
my
Joe
husband,
loves Twitter.
My husband's... Twitter's his main and
Yeah.
only thing. He asks me what's going on Facebook, and he doesn't care about Instagram. And we'll get to TikTok. He's way beyond not caring about TikTok. So Twitter must follows, and they're probably on Instagram too, is Zillow Gone Wild.
I've seen it on. It's on Facebook.
Oh my God, I've never heard of it. Like the Zillow,
The
house stuff.
So basically what it is someone that is hosting the account finds just wild houses that are for sale on Zillow,
where like everything inside is purple or a jungle room or whatever.
All right.
or just like unique weird houses, so it just brings your attention
Okay.
to like
Sounds
homes
fun.
all across the
Yeah.
world that are for sale that are just wild.
Yeah.
Good choice.
So we love looking at that. And I think we just saw one from Oklahoma City. I've never considered living in Oklahoma City, but there is kind of a Frank Lloyd Wright looking house. He didn't build it. We're not going to talk about Frank. He's problematic at best, but it's that kind where it's
Yeah.
like all
Very-
wood and
yes.
floor to ceiling windows for only, and it was only $1.2 million.
That's not bad. For
But
that.
you'd have to live in Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
So that was out. And the only other Twitter thing that I absolutely get joy from is Super 70s Sports.
Oh my God, Joe follows that, and he shows
I
me
think I
funny
do follow-
things
I
all
actually
the
probably
time.
see things that your husband retweets.
Oh yeah,
He does.
That's a good site.
Because I said I'm not on
Joe
it.
shows me
I
a lot of
used to
things from there.
be on
So
it,
there, it's run by a man. I'm forgetting his name, but he lives and grew up in the Chicagoland area, and so he has a Midwestern sensibility, and he's right around my age, and it's all about nostalgia. And
Is
of
it
course,
Crazy Dave?
I don't believe crazy is in his name. No.
Right.
I'm blanking on what his name is. I can look it up later. But Super 70s Sports. And then people like get on there, well, that wasn't from the 70s, that was the 80s. And then he uses bad language and it's fun. And he tells them what they can do about that.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily just about sports. It's
Yeah,
about
it's-
nostalgia.
yeah,
and
it
like,
is, yeah.
showing like the grand prize game, like the Bozo Circus. I'm like, I think he and I grew up and watched all the very same things. So
Nice.
Super 70 Sports, fun follow. Let's switch to Instagram because I don't follow that much on Instagram. I don't think.
I don't think I understood the assignment because I'm not bringing to the table what you're asking for. But
I
go
love
on.
that. I love that you,
Okay.
again,
I do have notes.
but they're just about a random topic that we didn't talk about.
Things that she does to waste her time. Like we're
Okay. I thought you said we were going to discuss rabbit holes that
We are.
Okay.
We're going to get there
When?
very, very soon.
All right.
So you got nothing on Instagram? We can skip to that.
yeah, nothing exciting.
Okay.
Nothing exciting.
Well, Tracy, I need to talk to you specifically about
Okay, wait.
ruining.
I do have one Instagram thing that I want to bring up. I don't know what's wrong with me. And when my kids hear this, they'll be like, what is wrong with you, mother?
I can't wait.
So, you know how everything, sometimes something will come across your feed that you're not following.
Yeah, and it'll suggest
it was
it.
this one, like win a deep cleaning, house cleaning, whatever, like contest thing. And I look and there's only 31 entries. And I'm
I
like,
like your odds.
Okay, my odds are good, right? But then I look and it's this young guy in Carmel that was a gamer. And I look at his website and there, anyway, I message him. I do not know this person and I have no reason to. And I say, hey, my odds are good if I kept my mouth shut, but the way you're marketing this is not good at all. And so I start giving him hints and he instantly replies and we go back and forth. And he's like, well, what do you think of this graphic? And I tell him what I think and what I think should be changed. Gave him some suggestions for hashtags.
Oh my God.
Like, he's my friend. So we were going back and forth on all this. And I said, I have kids your age and I appreciate the fact that you're trying to start your own business. But you can't give away a house cleaning when you only have 31 entries. You have to find a way to get more people to enter. So anyway, that's the kind of stuff I do on Instagram that is not my business.
You're just reaching out,
Yes,
trying to help people
that's what I
that
do.
didn't ask for help.
Correct.
That is so great.
Yeah.
That's kind of what you do.
Yeah.
The manager of other people's business.
That's correct. Thank you.
Yeah. Did he pay you for that?
He did not. This was just last night, though, and I said, my shows are coming on Bravo. I got to go. If I think of more, I'll tell you this weekend.
That's delightful. Hey, why did you say you don't have anything to add about Instagram when you're an Instagram influencer?
I am barely an Instagram influencer.
So you just weren't going to talk about that?
No, I wasn't. I am a micro influencer.
I don't know what that. I mean, I know micro means small, but
it does. It is a very niche section of people that have a very small following, and I get some free products and a couple of bucks.
Well, that's kind of a big
and
deal.
then I talk about them, and I have to put a picture and leave it up for 30 days at least before I can take it down. And it's a little bit embarrassing. And the only reason I don't know, because
It's not
I'm like,
embarrassing.
I feel like stupid that I feel like I'm trying to get, like I'm a model. I don't know.
You are.
But it started with Sam and I when I don't know why I am an Amazon influencer.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I am. And I don't know why I ever got the
invite, kind of.
The invite, yes. Okay. And then I started getting these other things. So anyway, Sam and I, this program that is the micro-influencing stuff, they send you like 10 or 15 different ideas of things for the next campaign, and you get to go through and pick. So it's become something fun that she and I do together, and we pick which product that she or I want to try, and
I think that sounds fun.
so it's something we do together, and then it comes in the mail, and anytime
And
you get something in the mail that you didn't pay for, you're like, that's fun.
It's Christmas.
You're gonna give me a face cream and $10. Okay.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to make sure I understood before we moved on from Instagram so quickly.
Okay.
Okay. But no, I need to talk to you about TikTok because you told me that you were on TikTok, and then Kim was like, "Yeah, I'm not on TikTok. Are you still not on?"
I'm not, but I probably don't need to, but I need to.
Okay, listen. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Because it is by far the most time wasting I do is on TikTok. Easily, hands
My
down.
girls by far is their most time
And
wasting.
I thought, what could possibly be on this that I would think is interesting? Well, let me tell you.
Everything.
Well, yeah. Well, I've learned a lot. It's an educational tool.
It is an educational tool. Back when COVID was happening, was when it all started going in the viral things, and you would be scrolling at night, and you'd be scrolling for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then a video would come up that says, "Hey, you've been at this for a while. Maybe you should take a break." Okay, don't tell me what to do.
Yeah, some lady did that to me the other night, and I'm like, mind your business.
It is. It's very jolting to have a computer, the AI, tell you,
hey,
Take a break.
need a break.
So all I'm telling you is it's a huge time waster,
Okay. I'm down for that.
but it is delightful.
People are now going to that more than Google.
Is it easy to navigate?
Very.
Well, if Rachel's doing it, it's easy to
Thank
navigate.
you.
Thank you.
Okay. I should really be able to do a
dummy could
commercial
do
for
it.
them.
Yes.
It's like a monkey could do it. No, really what I do, and I probably don't even do it right, is I just started scrolling. And once you start liking stuff,
then
it just does it
that's
for you.
what-
Like
yes,
it
it
just
does it for
brings you.
It hones in, which my brother, whom I adore, sends us the cringiest stuff in our group message, and then our feed is ridiculous.
Oh, no.
And I mean, it's always something over the top ridiculous, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, you are messing up my feed.
Okay,
Quit sending me that.
Let me tell you a few of the ones that I enjoy. Have you watched the guy that says the dogs have been good this week? And then he shows you kind of a compilation of all the different, like the best of dog TikToks that have been released that week.
No, but all the crap you send me throughout the week, you couldn't send that. Okay, you don't even send
I
that
don't
much.
send you anything. I don't even know how. I'm like, wait a minute, how do you do that?
I didn't mean on TikTok. I just meant like a text.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
A text a week.
Well, if you show
That's
me how
about
to
all we
attach a
text.
TikTok, I will definitely send you the dogs who are good on TikTok this
Okay.
week.
It's an arrow. You
Okay.
click an arrow.
There's lots of arrows. Anyway, so I love him.
Okay.
And then please tell me on your feed, you get Thorin Bradley, the lumberjack on your feed. Please tell
I
me
don't
you know,
who you're talking about. Every woman our age knows who he
Okay.
is.
Okay,
Kim,
well, I'm going to have to mark
Kim,
that up. Oh,
Kim.
Thorin Bradley.
Thorin, yes. Kim.
What a terrible name, but
Kim. He I think I'm blushing.
Do you know who Gabe Kaplan is?
no.
Gabe Kaplan? That's Welcome Back, Cotter.
Oh, am I?
Oh my God, that is. Don't tell me you think he's good looking.
Don't tell me he looks like Gabe.
Do I have the wrong name? Am I mixing?
I think you do.
Wait, you're thinking of Gabe Kapler, who was the other.
Kapler.
Yeah, Kapler.
I messed up a B and a P.
I know, but
Gabe Kapler.
it's a huge mistake.
Yeah, that's
Mr.
huge.
Carter.
He's such a thirst trap. Okay.
Oh, who is Gabe
Okay.
Kapler? Because I'm looking at him right now.
well, okay, we need to talk. Okay,
He's
so
big on TikTok, Instagram.
he does cameos too.
Cap.
Not that I would
He's
know.
actually a coach. He's a manager or coach.
He
I don't
was
know
a
the
professional
difference.
baseball
Yes.
outfielder.
So
and-
right now he's
Okay.
the manager of the San Francisco
good-looking-
Giants.
he's a good-looking man.
So when we
Yeah,
went
so
to the
this-
he's a real good-looking
Kim,
man.
So this guy's
Kim,
in the same idea.
Kim. So when we went to the Reds
Okay.
game earlier this summer in July,
Thorin.
when we went to the Reds game earlier in July,
Yeah.
we had a choice of a couple of different games. Guess which one I picked? I said, "Oh, are the Giants coming? Oh, why don't we do that? That's a Monday night. That's pretty free." And then Rob, I tell him on the way down, I'm like, Gabe Kapler's all over TikTok. I go, his shoulders are something to see. I'm like, oh my God. He's like, wait a minute, are we going to this game because you want to see Gabe Kapler? I'm like, yeah, we are.
Yep.
And then I was begging for a pitching change.
I just looked him up, gang.
Okay.
And
Yeah. Okay. Look up.
yeah, he's worth looking up, ladies.
Look up Thorne Bradley. So here's what I found. Okay, I got.
Well, he's got a lot of tats.
He doesn't normally show them like that.
I mean, that's
but-
fine. I'm not. Oh,
He usually is
that doesn't bother
wearing
me.
his lumberjack outfit.
Okay. Wow.
So he lumberjacks.
Rachel is like giddy right now. If anybody could see her.
Well, I gotta tell you, I was so stupid. You talk about like you reached out on Instagram and like said something to that kid.
Right.
He was doing something, and he wasn't chopping wood. It was like doing pull-ups, and I had just started to try to do pull-ups at the YMCA, like on that weight-assisted thing. No, this is good. This is good. And so he was showing. It's a video. You can find it on TikTok of all the different ways. Well, if you have never done a pull-up, and I'm like, I haven't. And he's like, no, you can start this way, and he was showing all these different things, and so. And he said one of the things you could do is put a big band like that. Well, like you stand on to kind of help you go up and down. Well, I don't have any pull-up bar around here. I don't have any band I have ain't gonna hold my weight. I was like, I don't know what the hell he's talking about. So for whatever reason,
You messaged him.
Hi,
I commented like there's thousands of comments. Well, I just commented. I'm like, well, what do you think about the weight-assisted pull-ups like at the gym? Are those okay? Like how what? Is that good? Why? How much should I do? And he replied,
Oh,
And he's like-
sounds serious.
well, he's meeting me at the YMCA next week for a personal training. But when he replied, I was like, oh my God. Cause he's like, they really make some of the bands really big. And I almost put, you've never seen my ass. You don't even know. So yeah, he and I have exchanged words,
Pleasantries.
pleasantries even.
Wow.
Workout advice. And
Be careful.
Careful. It's a slippery slope.
It is a slope that I will slip on.
That's what. Never mind.
Don't say it.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, what Rob is learning from listening to this is that I look at Gabe Kapler's shoulders
Yes.
and Thorne Bradley doing pull-ups and chopping wood.
I don't see a problem.
And other than
I
that,
don't either.
the only other things that I love on TikTok, there's a girl. Do you know Mad Mitch?
No.
Okay, so I think her name is like Madeline Mitchell or Madison Mitchell or something. She's like our daughter's age.
She the interviewer.
No, she doesn't interview. She just talks and she says funny words and she just does like stream of conscious, like dumb things she says.
Oh, wait.
or
Is she curly hair? Short curly hair?
No, she has long
Okay,
blonde hair.
go on.
You should look her up. She's just really funny.
Okay.
And she reminds me a lot of Lillian. And like I sent her stuff.
Yeah.
It's fun. And then the Jordan guy that is the Fast Food Secrets Club president. Do you get him on your
no.
feed? Okay, what's going on? What am I missing?
A lot.
Okay, you tell me. What are you
Okay.
seeing?
Here are some of the things.
Now I got to write this down.
Because what I wrote were rabbit holes that I go down
yeah.
and take up more of my time than they need to for no good reason.
Okay.
Cooking and cleaning hacks and recipes. These are things that I am never going to do. Okay, in theory, I might do it
they're fun to
sometime,
watch.
but these are 2 or 3 minute videos, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to make that. I want to do that. I want I don't know. I can't
Do you
wait to make
save
a
them all?
deluxe chopped salad. No, I don't. I don't save them all, but I save some.
Okay.
But there are just some really, that can really go, because once you go, and so on TikTok at the top or the bottom, depending on where you, what comes up on your feed, like let's say I'm watching one on someone cleaning their carpet, and it can say at the bottom, house cleaning tips. So I click that, and then I can scroll through lots of house cleaning tips. So it's kind of like pages in a book, or like a newspaper section kind of.
Yeah.
So that's something that I can spend a whole lot of time with. Another topic that isn't like specific, because I have some very specific ones, is generational wealth. And this is not something that I know anything about. I am completely illiterate on generational wealth.
So you type that in TikTok's search engine, generational wealth?
Yes. And apparently people with money have money and keep money because they're doing certain things for their children. And it's probably too late for me to set up my kids. Obviously, I mean, I don't make a lot of money, but it's not too late for my kids to start implementing some of these things for themselves and their kids. And I mean, just like it talks about, working for other people, you are never going to have generational wealth by working for someone else. You have to be an entrepreneur, because people write off so many things, and they hire their own kids to work for them, and then they pay them. And that's money. Like all of it, I just didn't know was a thing.
Just a lot of really helpful
Tips and tricks.
Yes, that I didn't know. So that was good. A couple of things.
Well, you're making me look like a total jerk.
Well,
she's learning about
interests, though.
Okay, but if I'm
it's
learning,
really
but
lumberjack, really
but
what
if
I'm
learning, but I'm not implementing it. Does
learning
that
is,
matter?
I think, sitting there learning about important things like generational wealth that you could pass along to your kids, and me looking at Gabe Kapler's shoulders are two different things.
Okay,
But
okay. So these are two sayings that are on all of the social media things that aggravate me, and I'm only giving them because they're general.
Okay.
And then I'll get into my specific things. If you are currently saying, if you're doing a cooking video,
Okay.
and you say season with your heart, that has been around for about 2 years. Quit saying it.
never heard it, but I
Okay,
don't watch those
with
videos.
all of
so
these videos,
season with your heart.
they're like, how much salt, how much pepper, you season with your heart. You know,
No.
do what your heart tells you. Shut up.
Give me a measurement, please.
That's already outdated. If you're just hearing it, it's too late. Get away.
Okay.
Another thing that's already outdated, and I'm sick of people saying it, all the things.
Oh God, I hate that phrase.
What do you mean? Like, use it in a sentence.
Let me think. So they'll say like, I've just been so busy with the kids, and we've been doing all the things. It's just a way of
It sounds like yada, yada,
generalizing.
yada.
It is a yada,
Yeah,
yada,
it
yada.
definitely is. I hate
And
that
all
phrase.
the things.
I don't think I've heard that.
I've seen people type it on like Facebook and stuff. Yeah, I don't.
Like, I love this hat and all the things. Like, what are all the things? What are you talking about? Say all the things or don't say it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just very
Okay.
aggravating.
Well, I'll be
Aggravates
looking
me.
out for that. Jerks.
So it's also aggravating.
What else you got?
The other are more specific.
Yeah.
Okay. Kim, brace yourself.
Oh, no.
Okay. Are you going to say that you follow like a Zac Efron TikTok?
No, but I do follow his brother on
Oh, his brother's a beauty too.
Instagram, and
Yeah.
he's adorable.
Okay.
No. Did you know Hugh Jackman is
break-
separated?
Yeah.
Breaking news.
Shocking.
Shocking.
I
They've
mean-
been married 1,000 years.
27 years. And I follow him on Instagram, and he does nothing but gush about his wife.
So what happened? Do we know? Do we have any details
have
yet?
No idea. No details. Watch TMZ today specifically for that reason. They basically said they're growing in different directions. Okay.
That means one of them has someone.
Something happened.
Yes.
He is training, and I'm not putting any blame on either of them because I have no idea. And my speculation, I'll just keep that to myself. He's training for a new Wolverine.
Okay.
So he's probably like in deep with whatever
probably doing
he's
pull-ups
doing.
is what he's doing.
Whatever he's doing, he's an older man. Like, it's probably taken him a whole lot longer. God, he's a beautiful man. And I have seen him in concert do his variety show, and he's
Well, I know
absolutely
you love
one of
him,
my
so I
favorite
was so
people in the
excited
world.
to bring the
I was very sad to
heat.
hear it because they met when they were babies on Broadway.
Oh.
And they have 2 kids. I follow him. His life revolves around her. So
Or does it?
there is a part of me that feels like something major must have happened.
Right.
And
You don't want it to be him because you don't want to be mad at him.
Because he gushes about her and I know nothing about her. So can't make a judgment. Something happened.
That's too bad, because I really hope it's nothing awful, because he just comes across so wholesome and wonderful that I don't really want to hear any bad news about him.
I think some people, like, they were last seen at the Met Gala. That was in May. They just celebrated their 27th wedding anniversary in, I think, April. So I don't know. I mean, you just look at it and you think, I don't even understand that. I was blown away. Okay. I'm like, if those two can't make it,
who can?
Nobody can. Next, it's going to be like, who else is like a star that like... Next is going to be Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson. Well, like if Hugh Jackman can do that, then Tom Hanks better watch out. I mean, it's coming for you, Tom. Their marriage could crumble.
Really
I would think that they seem like they're both very mature people, but you know how, like, people are, and that may know things that aren't, you know.
Well, it's like when what's his name from Ted Lasso.
Jason Sudeikis.
When they broke up,
ugly that got.
Oh, that got so ugly so fast, and laying in front of the car, we all heard all the details that were none of our business.
Yeah,
we heard all the things about it.
All the things.
And I hope that. But yeah, that's pretty. That was pretty stunning.
There's another thing I wanted to run past you, Kim, on the entertainment news. What is your take on this whole Ashton Kutcher?
That's one of mine.
Is it? Okay, so here's my question. I'm bringing this with like. I hope you guys really know the details, because I don't, but I saw something. I was going down the rabbit hole.
Yes.
And it was something about him when he was younger, and there was some girl that was murdered. And it wasn't, they weren't saying
I've seen
did
a Dateline about it.
But like he knew something about it and allowed the guy that actually did it maybe to murder someone again, like by withholding information about.
No. I don't even know anything about that part of it, so I don't know where you went.
He was going on a first or second date with a girl, and...
You're talking about Danny Masterson.
No, I'm talking about Ashton Kutcher.
Oh.
And I watched a Dateline on this because the girl was murdered by a guy that had murdered a couple other women. Yes. Ashton was just an innocent bystander that had happened to have gone out with her a couple times. So he was asked to go to in court, you know, like if he knew anything. He was in absolutely no way involved.
Was Danny Masterson involved with that? Like, did that guy hang out in a...
No. Okay. Danny Masterson was not involved. What I know about the Danny Masterson thing, just a little bit that I've dug into this week, is that I didn't realize that Danny Masterson was a Scientologist.
Me neither.
Like deep into Scientology. And Scientology has basically kept this whole entire thing hidden.
Oh my gosh, what a surprise.
And they've actually had meetings between him and the girl he raped and basically told her to be quiet. And that he was going to apologize. And Leah Remini, who used to be on The King of Queens, has stepped back from Scientology, and she has become a big, outspoken advocate against them.
Right.
I follow her on Instagram. So if you want to read like the witness statement and learn all about how Scientology covered up his rapes, read it because it's worth it. This is just my gut feeling. Ashton Kutcher and his wife Mila Kunis were drug into it because when he was first accused of the rapes, they wrote a letter in support of him not knowing everything.
Wait, I thought that the letters came at sentencing and they asked for leniency. That's not the case?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
I believe the letter, and I think they publicly made a statement this week, like on the air, which they never do. And I think that they were trying to explain that the letters came before that.
Well, from what I understood, their explanation was that they never thought anyone other than the judge would see those letters. That's not an explanation to me. That is a
whoops.
Like they're sorry that the victims are hurt because they were under the understanding that the judge was the only one that would hear those letters.
Yeah, and believe me, I don't know that makes all it better. Kinds of different sources and different. So that's what I read.
Yeah,
but I still thought it was. I feel like something shady's going on with the two of them.
I know,
and there were some crazy things between Ashton Kutcher and Danny Masterson. There were some rumors on the set of the 70s show that they were inappropriate with underage girls.
Well, Mila Kunis was one of them.
And some videos have surfaced,
and
in the
some
past
videos
couple
have surfaced
days.
of other underage girls that they shared per se.
Ew.
Yeah.
So are either Mila or Ashton Scientologists?
I don't know.
I don't think
I don't think they are. I don't think they are. But there's like a whole web of it. And I don't want to say too much about it
I know.
because I'm a little bit scared of them.
Oh, good
What if they
Lord.
hurt us? I'm not kidding. They are.
Well,
they're far-reaching.
Leah Remini better have security around her 24/7 because
know.
the
They
girl's
will be
going to
after her.
have
I know.
something's going to happen to her.
For one, I did not know Danny Masterson's brother was on the show with the three boys and the Breaking Bad dad. Help me
Malcolm
out.
in the Middle.
Malcolm in the Middle.
He was?
I never watched that,
His
but
brother was, I don't know if it was the oldest or the middle. It wasn't the baby. And it wasn't Muna, so it was the oldest.
Okay.
That's Danny Masterson's brother.
Had no idea he had a brother.
And I saw this whole explanation of like 10 different people that are all connected, like one of them, and they're all Scientology connected. Like Lisa Marie Presley's son or daughter was dating one. It was all
yeah.
Intertwined.
like the same 12 people
Yeah.
running everything. It was just bizarre. The connections.
It's bizarre. I am
and a little bit scary.
I'm so glad that his whatever Scientology did for him and his wealth or whatever, I'm glad that he's behind bars.
Well, he got like a hefty
Yes,
sentence.
he did.
Like
30
they
years.
weren't messing around.
Yeah, they weren't messing around and good. I
Yes.
mean,
Yeah.
Is there any other rabbit hole you'd like to discuss, Tracy? Because I know
Sure.
you took extensive notes.
I have a Post-it. But I did have one more, and
Okay.
it's Brittany.
Oh, what's happening
Brittany,
now?
bitch.
poor Brittany.
Oh, Brittany.
What's happening?
On TikTok, there's lots of videos. Oh, please tell me you've seen the videos she's put out dancing.
No.
There's
Dear
definitely
Lord.
drug abuse going on.
Oh.
There's something. I mean, she's
or
either
not drug abuse,
totally off a rocker,
totally
which,
that she needs
bless her heart,
medication or
yes.
she needs in treatment care.
And now she is getting a divorce from her caregiver
I heard
husband.
about that. Yeah.
K-Fed is saying $40,000 a month
is
is
not
not enough payment for the kids. Child, what do you call that? Child
Support.
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 And from what I understand, one of them's on the verge of turning 18. So I don't understand how.
And she doesn't see her kids. And like, it's all horrible.
That's terrible.
It's all horrible. There have
It's
been videos of her in Mexico the past week riding a horse without a top. And she's just lost her mind. And it's very sad.
It makes me like, there cannot be anybody around her that's after her well-being.
And I don't know. Maybe she's living her best life. Maybe she's like, I have been under lock and key for years, and I'm going to do what I want, and I don't care who's
But it
watching
doesn't
or
look.
what I think.
It doesn't look healthy.
It doesn't look healthy, but I don't know. I
it's
don't know
sad.
what the answer is, but
Well,
it's a lot. So that's
I'm afraid
also.
I'm afraid to put that in my TikTok feed.
Well,
Well,
I'm going to send it to you anyway. So
Thanks.
You're welcome. That's all.
Anything else from you, Kim?
no, I do need. I mean, I'm gonna get TikTok.
Okay.
I'm intrigued.
Well, I don't know how to make one, Tracy, and maybe that's good. I think
Yeah, I don't think I care about
my
that.
son will
I would more
say,
follow.
no, you don't need to do that.
Have
But
you watched my TikToks?
yeah, they come up on my feed, I think, but I don't
Okay.
know how to make them.
Okay.
Like, I don't understand how people have like videos of other things or pictures of other things and themselves, and then like the words.
It shows you.
Who
But yeah,
shows
but
me?
I'm sure it's
It
a learning
shows you.
curve too, because I don't think
Yeah.
I would know how
Mr.
to, and I
TikTok?
consider myself
Mr. TikTok.
Do you? Well,
techie.
later you'll have to show me at least how
Okay.
to start, because when you do
Yes.
it was just save it as a draft, like
Yes.
so it's not like it's like
You don't have to put it out there. You don't have to release it.
okay.
You can save it as a
well,
draft and come back.
everyone needs to be on the edge of their seats, because I don't know what I'm going to talk about, but I just feel like
It's calling you.
I have something to say, and I'm pretty
And you
sure.
want to do it in 3 minutes or less. Although you can now make a 10-minute TikTok. It
And nobody
started
wants
off
to hear
like
that.
60 seconds.
Nobody
and then
wants
they
to hear that.
Added 3 minutes, and
Wow.
now it's 10 minutes. And I don't watch 10 minutes. You
Yeah.
get me for 3. If you don't catch my interest, I'm out.
Usually about 30 seconds for me. Just just quick. If you're chopping wood or whatever, just 30 seconds or under. Later we'll talk
Okay.
about, because I do want to make one. I will leave you all with this. Not this coming week. So I think it's the first weekend of October. I just want to let you know that me and my mom are going to the Vogue, because she has a bucket list item that has come to my attention, and I had to make sure that we got tickets and are going. But on October, I think it's the 2nd, it's a Monday night, my 82-year-old mom and I are checking off a bucket list item for her. She is going to see Keanu Reeves. His band Dog Star.
Seriously?
His band Dog Star is coming to the Vogue. And to say my mom isn't a 90s rock fan,
Yeah.
it's fair. But do you know what she does love?
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves.
Everyone does.
Yes.
So I saw it.
He's
I said,
a good person, I
I
believe.
said, oh my
I would
God,
just
Mom.
love to hear him talk because he's just so quiet and he's mysterious.
Isn't he? So I think she might be the only person that's going to be there that's going to have a walker, because we decided she doesn't use a walker every day, but her walker has a seat on it. And I told her there's no
Take
you're gonna
advantage
have
It's
of
a
that.
roller.
You're
Yeah,
gonna
take
have
advantage of that.
You're
Yeah.
gonna have to stand. And she's like, I don't know how long I can stand. I'm like, well, if we go all the way over there, you're standing for as long.
earlier enough. You could get seats though
No,
upstairs.
they're all reserved. You have to pay
Oh,
like
wow.
$300 or $200.
Yeah, just
just
the walker.
So I think if there's a way I can get to Keanu and let him know to look for the lady with the walker to come over and at least just say hi. I feel like he'd do that because he's like super nice.
Does he have a Twitter account or does he have any kind of social media?
I don't think he does. I don't
bet
think he
he
does.
doesn't.
I think he's unplugged. So I don't. Maybe I'll make a sign and just hold it up really high in the Vogue. I don't know.
That is awesome.
So my goal is to get Keanu to come over and take a picture with my mom.
All right. So if everybody can help manifest that, just send some
Okay.
thoughts that way. Gotcha.
That's awesome. Oh my God,
Thoughts
I
and
love
prayers.
your mom.
Okay, so that I just wanted to let everybody know that's coming
awesome.
up in October, and we're super excited about it. All right, well, thank you so much for joining us on Up for Grabs. We hope that you, hey, if you have any great follows or things
no
that
doubt.
you do to waste time, we definitely have more time to waste. So please let us know, and we'll be back soon. Thanks.